Hi Cancer, my name's Jason. Welcome to my channel. This is your general reading for October 2018. I've already given the cards a pretty good shuffle. We'll just have a bit of a cut and then see what's happening in October. Okay, let's have a look. Your energy going into October. The Hierophant. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so this is your situation where you're at now. So you might be dealing with some institutions or some organisations, maybe a school or a hospital, something like that, and or a legal institution. There might be some legal matters regarding these institutions, and they seem to be dominating your thoughts or your life at the moment. You might have been waiting for a fair while now, for some kind of outcome, some kind of breakthrough. Okay, so this is where you're at now. If this is not the case, and I'm thinking it is, you might be taking on this energy. So you may be feeling as though you're trying to get your life in order, and you might be dealing with some software programs or some new systems of filing to keep things in order and get the rules right. You might be having to create a new policy or a new set of policies for your organisation or for your own household. Perhaps you've seen things getting a bit wayward in your organisation or your office or your home, and you're thinking that there needs to be a new framework put up. And I know it doesn't sound right to have a set of rules and policies for your home, but maybe someone, perhaps a child, has been misbehaving and you've needed to lay down the law in some way, perhaps something to deal with a mobile phone or some computer use or screen time, and you've just had to say to this child, look, enough's enough, we're going to set some boundaries here, and we can't just be open slather here, we've got to start creating some rules around this. So that's all the kind of things that the Hierophant can represent. Okay, so this is where you're going into October. So some decision, some policy being created right now as we speak. Okay, your task for the month of October. Okay, the Six of Wands. This is a card of victory. This is a card of moving on. It's a card of recognition. Okay, so you've been working on something and the fruits of your labour are starting to really show themselves. Okay, you've got people going with you. So look, you are leading the pack here. If you have a look at the guy on this horse, proud, standing proud. He's the one with the wreath on his wand and the others are following along. So I'm seeing recognition here. Maybe you've had some kind of a leadership role and people are backing you, okay? Or you're heading towards this, okay? Because this is your task for the month of October, you need to lead these people to some kind of victory or some kind of outcome. Whether you've been appointed or perhaps you haven't been appointed to this position per se, it's almost like an unwritten leadership role that you've taken on. And it's almost like, it's not that there's no one else, it's just that you've been the best person in the best position to start this, to begin this role, to take this role on and to move things forward for this group, whether it's a family or whether it's, I'm getting it also could be just for yourself. So you're doing something for yourself here, which is going to get you some big recognition, like really life-changing sort of stuff this could be. So if this is you, well done. So keep working on it. We know that once we do get our recognition, we've got to back ourselves up. Okay, so rather than just be like a one-hit wonder, this recognition might put some pressure on you to lead the way and follow up with something else, I'm hearing. But look, this is a great start. It's looking like you have this responsibility, this role of leadership to take other people with you, and it looks like they want to come with you, okay? Now, your fears for the month of October. Okay, your fears for the month of October, confusion. You may have too much choice here, so there will be a range of offers made to you. This could be in love, I'm feeling also, that's just come through. So I know Cancer doesn't usually have, go out and have to decide between which lover she wants or he wants or that. But this card seems to be saying someone might come in from perhaps from the past, and they might have a pretty strong case for you, depending on how your current relationship's going. But you might be feeling a little confused about these options that you have now. You'll be weighing things up. It's also a good position to be in. It can be, but at the moment, it's like you're going to see these options come and you won't really know what to do, because you like things quite clear and steady, if you like, but you're going to be confused about the right decision. So now that's in love. Also in career or your work, you might be finding that you might be offered a job or a project which is too good to be true, and you might have to decide. You might be at some kind of a crossroads where you're going to take one or the other, or there might be more than one or the other. And so because this is in your fears position, you probably won't enjoy this confusion here. And who does? I mean, most of us like a straightforward decision, yes or no, but in this situation there might be a few things to add up. Whether you're going to go for something that you truly feel is right for you in a practical sense, then there might be something coming along, somebody coming along, which might be more emotionally fulfilling, even though the security, the financial security, might not be there. Okay, so, and then I'm just picked up, there's another exciting person or an exciting thing coming along again, which is almost like an instant gratification. There's the temptation there to just go with the pleasures of the flesh, if you like, rather than the stable type. So that could be, that's up to you to make those decisions. But it's a heads up that you're going to have this confusion in October. And I suppose having choices is sometimes better than having no choice. So if you look at that on the bright side, this is just a fear. It's better to have choices than to have no choices. If you look at it that way. Okay, so your best attitude to take for the month of October, Cancer. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles. This card represents working, but I'm also picking up that it's also called the Apprentice card. So you might have to learn a new skill. Okay, the best attitude to take to this skill is to work at improving your skills. So if it's a job or a creative kind of pursuit, you're going to have to put the work in to make it work. Okay, so put your head down just like this person's doing here, and things will work out for you that way. If it's a relationship thing that you're talking about, well, yes, we know that relationships take work, but sometimes if they feel like a chore and you start, well, I don't really feel like driving all that way to meet this person, that could be a red flag to maybe one of those other decisions that you might need to make down here. So if you're feeling a little jaded with the routine or something of the relationship that you're in now, perhaps you'll be starting to think, well, do I really want to put in this work into this relationship, which is not really getting me that way? Should I put my efforts elsewhere? Should I concentrate on my career? And because this is a Pentacles card, they generally represents career, so it might be encouraging you to put more emphasis on working at this stage in your job or in your career or a project that you're working on, and the relationship might just have to take a back seat for a while. And if you choose that, then if the relationship is still there and it feels quite strong, then it'll withstand this test of time, as long as you communicate to whoever this person is that you've got work to do, you've got priorities, and not that they're a distraction, because that'd be a horrible thing to say to someone. You're just a distraction for me. Just let them know that you are very busy and you really got a project that is important to you, okay? And that'd be probably the best way to handle this. So this card seems to be saying, yes, concentrate on your work. If it comes to a choice between work and relationship, sometimes you just got to go to work, especially if you're self-employed. So the outcome of doing what you do here, the best possible outcome, if the energies you have are used the right way. Look at this, Four of Wands. Okay, so this is a card of celebration. So in the end, you follow that advice that these cards are giving you. celebration, happy home, even if it's just a party at the end of it. You know, we've succeeded in this job that we've just had, and now we can have a bit of a rest, or we've got some security now, which is going to make us feel better about moving forward. So look, the Four of Wands at the end of October is yours. If you just concentrate on your work, your relationships might have to take a backseat for a little while, and it's looking like a very positive reading. You've got some leadership there with the Six of Wands here. Okay, so you've got some kind of a status, some kind of a job that you need to do. There's going to be a few choices that you need to make. You know, is this relationship or career? What should I do? What should I do? Okay, it seems to be suggesting that work is the main priority at the moment. And at the end of it, Four of Wands, fantastic, Cancer. Okay, so I hope that resonated with you. I really appreciate it if you could let me know how things resonate and how things turn out. And